Thanks.
You did you catch the video, man, or need to run it back?
No, I didn't. I'm
All
sorry.
right, I'll run it back real fast, man. Just
Okay.
keep you catch you up on what we're talking about.
And these are things that I would not do again in my 20s and 30s. I would not get married. I met my husband when I was 24 and we got married when I was 29. At the time, I thought that this was like the ideal situation. I'm at the perfect age to get married. But what I realized was in the 4 years that we were married, I grew so much as a person. I graduated from business school, started my own business. I just became such a different person that I didn't feel like he was the best fit for me anymore. And I don't think I could have realized that at 29 when I said yes. If I could do it again, I would have allowed myself to have so much more growth in my life before I made a decision on a life partner. And it's really nothing against that partner specifically, but it was more about the direction that I wanted my life to take. My interests by 35 were unrecognizable to my younger self. And I don't think it would have been fair for me to take him on this journey if I didn't think that he was the right partner for the version of me that was to come.
Okay. Oh, let me get that comment. That's the most important part.
These are
Hold on.
things
Let me
that I would
get
not
this
do
comment.
again in my 20s and 30s.
So the comment reads, let's be brutally honest. After graduating and starting her own business, her ego became inflated and she thought she was better than her husband. A lot of women do this once they find themselves. So that was a commenter that commented under that video, as the counterpoint to the video. Just so you got it, Vince.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. So like I was saying, I don't see a lot of married men or men in general leaving these women behind just because they hit a level of success. Typically, men are looking to bring a woman with them because we understand in order for us to reach our pinnacle, we need the support of a woman.
Naturally, in a marriage, as a man, that stability gives you that step that you need to make the necessary adjustments to your life to get to the next level. So I'm sure as she was growing, he was growing too. Right. The difference is he was taking care of her, and so now she didn't really have the pressures that he had, and maybe that was coming out through the relationship with her building up and him trying to maybe say like, all right, well, we need to balance this out again now because it's going this way. And she like, oh, well, no, I'm not dogging my life. I'm doing what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really got to be a situation where he was a less than a man. It was just like, that's how she got to spin it to make it seem like her decision is the best decision, because to the outside world, women don't like making themselves look like that.
Right. No, I agree with you. Go ahead, Vince. You want to say something, man?
Yeah, I was having a similar discussion at my workout crew because they always like to fight against me. They love, Vince, you ain't this. They hate to prove me right. So a friend of mine was saying that a friend of his son was getting divorced from a lady. They had been married for 9 years. They got married right out of college. He's a teacher, and she makes like $300,000-400,000. And she came home saying that she wants a divorce. And I think what it is that it is, me, I just shoot from the hip. I think and it shouldn't be this way, but it is. I think it's hard for women to respect a man they make so much more than. It's hard to follow. And maybe that's what she was saying. Maybe she's saying, look, I don't respect him. I think that's what it boils down to. She doesn't respect him. And a lot of these ladies, they and people in general, they get in these relationships and think people are going to change. Because she might have said, okay, he's here. He's a truck driver, for instance. And she's a secretary. Okay, I'm a secretary, but I want to be the owner of the company. So I'm going to go to school, get this, and this, and I want to be the owner of the company. He might have been okay with just being a truck driver. He don't want to own trucks. He don't want to own the company. He's fine with just being a truck driver. So I think that's a lot of things too when people are fine where they are. And some people say, well, oh, you being complacent, or oh, you not ambitious. No, I like being a truck driver.
Right.
And a lot of it has to do with respect, man. It's and this money thing is, and then it's pushed so much. This strong woman, and I know she's not black, but this strong woman, you don't need no man. You know, be with a man on your level, and what that means is financially. Let's just keep it real, financially and educationally. And if the education don't match the finance, then it don't matter anyway. It's being on their level financially. And it's not really being on their level. They really want more. If I'm making 70, for me to really respect you, you need to be making 85.
Right. But I guess this is my thing though, man, is the reason why this is confusing to me is because I'm trying to understand, why does money set the level? So say we got a brother making 80,000. Say the sister come in, she making 140. Like, but everything else about her jacked up. Like, why are we saying that she on a high level just because she make more money? And see, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just like, going back to the video, we talking about a couple being married, and you now essentially blowing off your husband because now you done acquired a couple dollars. Like that's literally what it is. So you're gonna get rid of all of your protection. You're gonna get rid of all of his provisions. You're gonna get rid of the way my man love on you. You're gonna get rid of the way my man, take care of you when you having issues. Your car blowing up, he over here got the jack stands out fixing your car. You're gonna throw away all of that because you done acquired a couple dollars.
And another thing I think too is that the vows of marriage and the oneness is not being played out in marriages. It's mine and yours. We're partners. 50-50 partner. No, we're one. So whatever it is, we're one. If I'm making 50 and you making 60, that's our 110. It
Right.
ain't your 60, my 50, it's ours. And I think that the thing that's missing nowadays is the oneness.
Right.
And we building together, because it's hard out here. I feel, sometimes I feel sorry for the brothers. But you just need to really be on your square and really pick right. The bro, these it's different with these sisters nowadays. You got to realize a lot of them, they never had no father. They never had no father figure. So all they've been taught is independent, get your own money, don't depend on no man. You can't depend on him. He's gonna leave you. He's gonna have kids around the block. And so
you want to say, I got see Chloe want to say something, then we're gonna go to the balance. You want to say something, Chloe?
Go to the balance and I'll get back in.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I was piggybacking off of that before, but like a lot of the time people don't realize, or women, because women don't realize like how men enable them to get to the position that they get to.
Facts.
And because of the vows, because men, I think men, I don't want to just keep saying men because I'm a man. That's what, so I could say that from my perspective. Me personally, I would take my vows seriously, and in the relationships I've been in, even if it's just like a verbal agreement, men take them more serious in comparison than women. So like they don't understand how the sacrifices that he might have made for her to be able to get to that position that she was in. And then now it's like, all right, now you got here. Now let's stabilize it now so I can now do whatever I'm trying to do. Because I don't think it's normally not those situations where you getting with somebody who don't have the same ambition as you. Because normally that's you like attract like. So those them type of conversations that are being had. So it may be seeming like as a man you would know, or I would think, because I feel like I've been in that type of situation before. I would feel like, all right, I know me myself, I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna get to, but she need my help. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't have the insight that I got. She don't have the foresight that I got. You know, it's to be the intangibles that women don't really understand. So even when you just like plug in little ideas that they might not really notice, or whatever the case may be. So then when you get to a certain point, then it's like, all right, my turn now, and the sacrifices that they may need to make, they feel like that's not something that I should be doing for a man. And that's where the line start getting skewed, because it's like the vows, again, like what he was saying, is the vows aren't being taken serious. So it's like, oh yeah, this not what I signed up for, not knowing that this is exactly what you signed